The newest DLC pack for Assetto Corsa Competizione is out, and I'm going to show you every single new car that it has to offer. So this new DLC gives us 6 new GT2 class cars to choose from. The Maserati MC20, KTM Expo, Porsche 935, Mercedes AMG GT2, Audi R8 LMS GT2, and the Porsche RS CLUBSPORT Evo. Now we also get a brand new TRAK, the Red Bull Ring, which looks absolutely stunning in this game. So like always, we'll show you some short clips of each car on the track, as well as share my thoughts on each one of them. Now on top of that, we're also giving away a copy of the brand new DLC to a lucky viewer. More details on that at the end of the video. So let's start things off with the Maserati MC20. Now if you've been driving GT3 cars on ACC for a while, then you'll feel right at home with this car, because it pretty much drives like one of them, and if you didn't tell me that it was a GT2 car, I never would have realised. The car is just so good on the brakes and downshifts really quickly like in a GT3, and it feels really stable through corners. The car sound is a bit lackluster here, but it's a turbo V6, so that's to be expected. Overall, this was my favourite car out of the bunch, and I definitely recommend this one to beginners because it's so simple to drive. Now let's take a look at the Porsche 935. Now this one was really fun to drive, although it's definitely not easy. It's got all the characteristics of a Porsche, especially since its rear end likes to kick out at any given opportunity. So you'll find that giving a little bit of throttle input here and there mid-corner will help you keep that rear in check. Surprisingly, the car only has 3 TC options available, 1, 2 or off. But it was really stable regardless. I mean, I was using TC1 in the rain and it felt fine. So overall, a difficult but fun car for more experienced drivers. Next up, the Audi LMS. Now this one was hard to pick because although it's extremely planted and rotates well, I was really struggling to understand its gearing, particularly its overly long 5th gear. I found that I needed to brake earlier than usual because going down from 5th to 4th gear just took so long, but then the 4th, 3rd and 2nd gear would behave like I expected. All it meant though is that I needed to brake a little earlier to accommodate for this, but I found that the Audi can take a few of the corners at Red Bull Ring 1 gear higher than the other GT2 cars, particularly the high speed corners in Sector 2 and 3. Overall though, it's a solid car and it drives really predictably. Just get into the habit of braking slightly earlier. Now let's take a look at the AMG. there's one word to describe this thing, and it's boat. The car just feels so heavy when turning, and you'll find that you need to brake earlier and take a lower gear in a lot of the corners compared to the other GT2 cars. But in a straight line, this thing's an absolute monster. You'll find it's so easy to overtake other cars coming out of corners, so make sure you prioritize a good exit when driving this one and you'll be happy with the results. Just be careful putting the throttle down too quickly coming out of the corners, because this car carries a lot of torque, so it's easy to spin on corner exit if you're not careful. Now let's take a look at the other Porsche, the CLUBSPORT EVO. Honestly, there's not too much to say about this one. It pretty much drives exactly the same as the 935, but I found its rear end is a little more stable, which made it slightly easy to drive. It still features the same 3-option TC system, and it's just like the 935, it's a very challenging but rewarding driving experience. Now for our final GT2 car, the KTM Expo. Now everything about this car is unique, but its driving style. I always feel like I'm looking at some kind of spaceship whenever I see the inside of one of these cars. The unique engine sound and the multiple dash displays, including the inbuilt dash on the steering wheel, make the whole thing feel very busy. But honestly, when it came to driving the car, it felt kind of boring, but I don't know, it just didn't give me that thrill that I was expecting. If you're looking for a stable car that's really good in the rain, then this is probably the car to choose though. Okay, so that's every new car in the ACC GT2 DLC pack, and overall I'd say it's definitely worth the money. You'll get a unique driving experience, and that brand new Red Bull Ring track just looks absolutely stunning. It's got to be the best looking version of it in any simulator. But now onto our giveaway. Now all you need to do to have a chance of winning a copy of this brand new DLC is tell me in the comments below which GT2 car you're looking forward to driving the most. I'll draw the winner at the end of next week, and I'll contact you in the comments section below. So that wraps up today's video, and hopefully it gives you a good understanding of the new GT2 DLC pack and whether or not it's worth purchasing. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.